The mouse deer and the crocodile, the cunning one who almost got trapped. Everyone knows, mouse deer is always clever. But not that night, because this time, the crocodile waiting for him had learned from his mistake. A small mouse deer stands on the bank of a wide river, glistening in the morning sun. Across the river is a fresh cucumber field. It's a tropical forest setting, full of green trees and the soft morning light. On the bank of a calm river, a small mouse deer gazed across. There, a garden of fresh cucumbers tempted his hungry eyes. But this river was no ordinary river. Beneath its surface, hungry crocodiles awaited. The mouse deer shouted from the riverbank, calling out to the crocodiles, who appeared with curious expressions. The river rippled gently, and the sky began to cloud over. The mouse deer knew he couldn't swim across the river, but he also knew his brain was sharper than anyone's teeth. "Hey crocodiles," he shouted. "The king of the jungle wants to invite you to a big party." A line of crocodiles lined the river, forming a living bridge. Mouse deer jumped on their backs one by one, counting. The easily persuaded crocodiles lined up in a long line in the river. Mouse deer jumped on their backs, counting loudly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, there are so many of you. The mouse deer looked up from across the river, laughing loudly, while the crocodiles looked furious in the water. The sunset sky was a golden orange. When he reached the other side, the mouse deer looked up and laughed loudly. "Thank you, stupid crocodiles. I was only counting on crossing, not on a feast." The water shook, the crocodiles roared angrily. But the mouse deer was already safely on the other side. It was a rainy night, and mouse deer was drenched in front of a dark cave, with the silhouette of a large crocodile inside. Lightning flashed. A few weeks later, heavy rain poured down on the forest. Mouse deer ran for shelter and found a cave by the river. But the air inside was damp and smelled fishy. Suddenly, from the darkness came a deep voice, "Welcome, little mouse deer." Inside the cave, a large, old crocodile with gleaming eyes stared at Kancil. The atmosphere was dark and tense. It was Buaya, the old crocodile who had once been tricked by Kancil. His gaze was cold, his voice low but piercing. "You laughed at us back then. Now, there's no way out except through my jaws." The mouse deer jumped from the crocodile's back onto a large rock, water splashing into the air, and the rain began to ease. But the mouse deer remained calm. He said softly, "This river water is polluted, Buaya. The king of the jungle will capture anyone who lives here. I can help you, but I have to climb onto your back first." And as Buaya ducked, the mouse deer leaped high. One bright morning, mouse deer sat on a rock by the riverbank, smiling. In the water, the faint shadow of a crocodile's eyes lurked. The next morning, the river was calm again. Mouse deer smiled contentedly, but from the depths of the water, 2 crocodile eyes still lurked. Maybe today mouse deer won, but in this world, no one can be cunning forever. The river water seemed calm that morning, but beneath the surface, 2 crocodile eyes still lurked. Is the game really over? This story is not just about the mouse deer and the crocodile, but about our own lives, where sometimes, what you deceive